bringing clarity to important stories you can learn from. This is Dirt Road Journeys. Here's Rob Deptford.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going overseas today. Well, I'm going overseas for the program to India, from Western Canada to India. Professor M.S. Rao joins me, and he's quite amazing. He's written over 60 books now, I think.
60 I have written, 52 have been published.
Wow. Okay. So you've definitely been busy writing. Been busy on the podcast circuit. You've had some health challenges that you've been working through lately. I think you're the picture of resilience and persistence, perseverance.
Yeah. Correct. Right, you said.
We have so much to talk about. I was saying before we started recording that I'm not sure we're going to squeeze it all in. We might have to do a couple of programs. We'll see. But Professor Rao, welcome. Honored to speak with you. Before we started recording, you were sending me links to the TED show. So I want to shout out Ted Bogert. I was on the TED show, I think a year ago, maybe a little longer. And Ted is in Orlando, Florida. One of the good guys out there with a great show. I think he's getting close to 1,500 episodes of his program. It is on YouTube. So I just want to get that out there and say, hey, go check out the TED show, because Professor Rao's had a couple of appearances on there and more to come, right?
Yeah, actually, he's a very, Ted is very warm and very friendly. He's a very nice person. He's a fine human being. First of all, I would like to share with you. He interviewed me 3 times, and I have one more interview within a fortnight. I think I have one more interview. So 4th interview, because I keep writing books. So for every book, he'll invite me to speak. So that's what I do. So this is the first time I'm having interaction with you. Hopefully, we'll be having more and more interactions in the future.
Well, we'll do what we can. Absolutely.
Yeah. Together we can.
You bet. 60 books. And how many have been published?
52.
52. When did you start?
Oh, around, I think I can say 13 years. 13.
13 years.
13.
Yeah.
13. For the last 13 years, I'm writing books. And I have been writing books. I right from my childhood, I had a habit of writing, but I thought that I had a disease, because when there was no paper, what I was doing, I was writing on my body. So I was thinking that it was a disease. It was not a disease. I was passionate about writing. Even though there was no paper, I was writing on my body. Okay, that's what I started doing. So later on, I discovered my passion for writing.
And you caught the bug and kept going.
So that's how it is now.
Yeah. Now, how is that part of the process for you getting started writing? Did you do the traditional publishing route, or did you go directly through Amazon? How did you get started?
I got my first book was rejected more than 100 times. That was a very long journey, because I wanted to write a book. Actually, I thought of writing at least one book. So I sent my book proposal for more than 100 publishers. It was rejected, but I am persistent by nature. So that I kept on persisting, and then my first book was published. Then I got encouragement from other publishers that I kept writing. That's how the journey publishers have come. I'm basically a traditional publisher. I got invitation, even some academic publishers also asked me to write books also, but I mostly wrote about reference books, not academic books. That's the thing.
Okay. Now, is that part of your academic journey as well? Was it related to that at all, or was this something you just did on your own?
How it started, actually, let me share with you my health challenge. Okay. I want to tell you, I was blessed to be alive after the brain stroke near 2021. And I was born in a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I'm a late bloomer, and with OCD, the ADHD, and Dyslexic. Add to that, the brain stroke has ruined my health in the year 2021. So, for doctors thought that I won't survive, but I survived because of my positive psychology, because of the healthy habits that I acquired from Indian Air Force, and because of the power of subconscious mind. And I have mental challenges, physical challenges, and financial challenges. I still belong to a lower middle class family. Financial challenges, mental challenges, physical challenges. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I'm passionate about adding value and sharing my knowledge freely with the world. I don't have pension, I don't have income, but still I'm doing because I'm passionate about adding value and writing the things. So after the COVID, things have gone worse, and I was on the bed, and slowly I started recovery, and my right hand is still numb. There is no sense to my right hand, and I can't type with my right hand. I'm slowly typing with my left hand. So lots of challenges are there. So I was blessed to be of the priest. Precisely, I can put in that way. That's one story. The second thing is and this is 18 I joined in a Indian Air Force, and I was born in a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I was lucky that I joined Indian Air Force, that is Indian military, at the age of 18, because I had passion to serve my country, and I was very lean built and very skinny guy, and very short in height, and I had asthma. I had so many health issues. But after I joined Air Force, I developed positive attitude, and I started growing as a leader. And I served for around 12 years in the Indian Air Force, in the lowest rank of corporal. Then I joined business. My father-in-law told me to join the business, but he backed out, and my brother-in-law also backstabbed, and the business didn't work out. Then I entered into teaching field. Then I started doing my PhD in the year 2007. I took admission for PhD. So, in 2011, I got my PhD in soft skills. So, I have acquired a couple of qualifications like DME, BSc, MA, MBA, PGDCLL, PGDBM, and my PhD in soft skills in the year 2011. All the qualifications through private education, not a regular education. People think that I acquired qualifications from reputed universities like Oxford, Kellogg's, something of that kind. But the reality is that I was a college dropout, and I continued my journey when I was serving in the Indian Air Force. But again, I started my journey. So then, around 15 years back, I joined into teaching field. Then after I got into teaching field, I became faculty member and I became professor. Then I started writing books. So for I have authored 52 books so far, and for 13 years I have been into writing. Still, some books are pending. 8 books are yet to be published, but I can't work because of the health challenges. This is the journey of my life so far.
Incredible. I'm going to come back to your expertise, but I heard you say asthma. I heard you say OCD.
Yeah.
ADD or ADHD?
ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Okay.
That means ADHD means I get tension, chaos order, we call it this. And OCD means obsessive compulsive disorder. That means I keep repeating the things. This is the problem, OCD.
Okay.
And I'm dyslexic, means very slow. I'm very slow. I'm a slow learner, late bloomer, because my maturity levels are very slow. I can't understand things that quickly. So all these problems came, then this brain stroke has further created further problem 2 years back. So these are all the kind of challenges and entered in my life, but still I am not giving.
Well, so you said you are blessed to have that stroke. I don't know anyone who would describe having a stroke as being blessed. I think so. How do you stay so positive?
Yeah, actually, I would like to say in this way, I was blessed to be alive of the brain stroke. That was I meant was okay. Now coming to the how I have become positive is that basically I'm a very positive guy with a military attitude, because I am from an Indian Air Force veteran, and I acquired some basic qualities from military. So like waking up at morning 4 o'clock, night 10 o'clock, sleeping. This is the kind of activities I have been following throughout my life. So all these things helped me to to lead a very disciplined life and a very positive life. So these things have helped because these things have gone to my subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Right. So all those things reflected me, and because of that I survived. Otherwise I would have been dead 2 years back. But I survived because of my positive psychology and because of the power of subconscious mind and because of the healthy habits that I acquired from living.
Amazing. That is, to me, a huge lesson because we all go through difficult times. And some of us have more challenges than others, no question. But to be able to reframe your circumstances like that, I think it's not easy to do for most people. And so in what you are doing, I hope that people listening to this take something from that and find some encouragement in that, because I think that's truly amazing. So how's your health now compared to, when things...
I'm recovering. I had 2 years back, I had a brain stroke and I had blood clots in my brain. I was stammering and I was not able to speak properly. I was in the bed. So I'm using blood thinner. So I'm taking blood thinner. So slowly I'm catching up. Earlier I was repeating 3-4 times. Sometimes I was forgetting. I was because of the brain stroke, I was forgetting the things. Now I got so many opportunities to speak globally, but I could not because of the health challenges. Now I'm gradually recovering and regularly I'm giving it this. Today also around 8 hours back, I was interviewed in Singapore. So I'm getting lots of opportunities to be interviewed by various podcast hosts. That's how I'm doing because I can't write. That's the problem. So I'm using my time in such a way that I can speak because I can't write. So I can speak because I started sharing my knowledge. I'm managing my time effectively.
Yeah. And here you are on the podcast circuit and you've got some good YouTube content. I think you appear to have a good strategy to leverage those strengths.
Yeah.
And a lot of that covers your areas of expertise. I was particularly intrigued by this concept of soft skills and soft leadership, and that's one of your books is on soft leadership. If you go to your LinkedIn profile, in the banner, it says the father of soft leadership.
Yeah.
What is soft leadership?
Yeah, this is the soft leadership, the book on soft leadership. This book, I have around 10 books that have been published on soft leadership. And this book I have dedicated to Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, and the father of modern management, Peter Philip Kotler has written a foreword for this book, and Dave Aldrich, the father of modern HR, has helped me to link 11 C's, and I am known as the father of soft leadership globally, and I have published around 250 research papers globally, especially at the Emerald and various other international journals. These all things happened in a span of 13 years, because I am a very workaholic with very clean habits, and I know how to utilize my time productively for the benefit of the world. That's what I am leveraging. Now, coming to the point of this soft leadership is a new leadership perspective uh, uh, that helps achieve organizational excellence and effectiveness. And the soft leadership also helps achieve peace and prosperity globally. And the soft leadership is all about the partnership. It's unlike bosses and subordinates. So the soft leadership talks about partnership, not like superiors and subordinates. Because now we these millennials and centennials, they are looking for partners, not bosses and subordinates. The trend has changed globally. We have conventionally so many generations like baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z. So this book, this concept of soft leadership helps especially for millennials and centennials. This is one aspect of soft leadership. So soft leadership is all about leading people with people's skills without compromising task orientation. That is briefly about soft leadership.
I think that's interesting because you're right, the landscape has changed, hasn't it? We've got this mix of generations in the workforce.
Yeah.
I think the values are different than what they used to be. There used to really be this hierarchy where the leadership style was a little bit more top down. And you mentioned that that people are kind of looking for this partnership now.
Flat. Here, too many layers. That things have changed. It's flat, and it should be like partners. It's not leadership. It is partnership, because we're all partners. Whether CEOs or whether senior leaders or middle level leaders or entry level leaders, all leaders have to work as partners. So this soft leadership emphasizes partnership.
What does it mean to lead from the front? I saw that someplace in your information.
Yeah, lead from the front means you need to see. This is the terminology. I love it. Why? Because when you look at Elon Musk, although he's very controversial, his ranking can change between number 2 or number 1 because it's fluctuating every day. And this Elon Musk always leads from the front. He's workaholic, and he's passionate about technology, space, and various. He entered into various areas. He was born in South Africa, and he has the citizenship of South Africa. Now he has got the citizenship of Canada, and now he's in the American citizenship. He has got 3 citizenships. So this Elon Musk is really, especially in India, we admire Elon Musk very much. Although he's very controversial, or whatever it is, but he leads from the front. He is workaholic. He means business. He is task oriented. He wants to build a better world. He wants to add value. So these are all the things.
Yeah, he is a controversial character, isn't he? But he's definitely high profile, and I think he's one of those people who you can admire his business sense for sure.
Yeah.
And his leadership style. I think we all wondered when he went into Twitter, right, and sort of disrupted things.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, why the leading from the front is when Twitter was in mess. Okay, a lot of hiring happened. People were removed, and he slept there only, and he led from the front. That this is the example of Elon Musk was that. You actually was busy with the space and various other types of things. And he wanted to focus on Twitter, which was about to be bankrupt. It was in a mess actually. So he said he made everything all right, and he led from the front. That the when we talk about leading from the front, means Elon Musk is the one person who strikes my mind. Okay, you have to lead from the front as a leader.
Okay.
That's what the meaning of leading from the front. I mean, I often use this slogan, leading from the, I always lead from the front. I lead by example. I lead. Like when you look at Mahatma Gandhi, he was an inspiration. I admire Mahatma Gandhi because he was an example for others. If you look at Martin Luther King, he was an example for others. If you look at Nelson Mandela, he was an example for others. If you look at Mother Teresa, she was an example for others. And when you look at His Holiness Dalai Lama, he is an example for others. So that's how it is. These are all examples. So many examples are there in my mind. So thank you for discovering me to come out with lot of things, and thanks for provoking me to think and share more information with you. Thank you for encouraging me.
These are the kinds of conversations that are interesting, right? And they spark additional thought and additional conversation, which is great. And I think your insights are tremendous. Do you think all those leaders are very inspirational leaders? Do you think they leverage soft skills?
Soft leadership means not all leaders are good soft. If you look at Elon Musk, he's a tough task master. He's not good at the soft skills. He's good at hard skills. Okay. So majority of the people, they emphasize, actually this soft skills means they are people skills. That means they emphasize people skills, but without compromising task orientation. Because the job of any leader is to lead with people skills, but not compromising with work or task, whatever it is.
Right. So there is some balancing, if you will, or there's some conscious effort to use the right skills in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. If you look at Ken Blanchard, he talks about situational leadership. According to the situation you have to act. Because leadership styles are different. For example, some are autocratic, some are democratic, some are delegative. Then I coined this as soft leadership. So leadership styles are different, and the leadership styles which we talked, didn't work. And why I had to coin this soft leadership, let me share with you. Thank you for asking this question. When I was conducting MDP programs, and when I was conducting classes for EMBA students and the MBA students, they were asking, sir, we were fed up with all these kinds of leadership styles. Why don't you try? Why don't you create some new leadership styles? Then I thought, okay, let me work on that. Because whenever any ideas come, I jot down, I scribble down. Okay, that's my nature. So I used to jot down in the classroom or the training session. I always jot down the things and keep it, and I do research, and then night I sleep on that. Next day morning I get some ideas. That's how I get my ideas. That's how ideas flash in my mind. So I researched, then I thought, why not to explore something like new leadership style. Then the soft leadership is the area I earned my PhD in soft skills. I researched for 4 years. Then and I'm passionate about leadership because I'm a military veteran. That means I'm an Indian Air Force veteran. So that passion for leadership, the research in the soft skills, I have blended and coined it as soft leadership. This is the origin of soft leadership.
What do you think is missing most in leadership out there today? What are the ingredients that people are having to learn to be better leaders today?
There are many challenges with the leadership. People are not authentic. That's the problem. People lack ethics. People lack etiquette. So there are certain challenges. What I would like to say is that you have to be ambitious. You should not be over ambitious. Okay, you have to have an ambition in life. That's good. But when you're over ambitious, you cut the corners. You get into unethical practices. If you get labor brothers, now I think today only I got some report globally that some financial mess has come. Some I think few hours back. I have forgotten. So like these kinds of things come up. Why? Because people are average. They're over ambitious. So you have to be very ambitious, not over ambitious. When you are over ambitious, you cut the corners. You end up in challenges, in a mess. So that's how it is. You should have a passion. You should have vision, passion, and you should go in the right direction. You have to achieve success with integrity, right? So what people like means very simple. That means people like ethics. One word I am telling you, people like ethics. People are leaders. They have everything, but they can't become better leaders if they don't have ethics. Ethics is the thing which is required, not only in business, but in every part of area, in every part of the world. We have to emphasize ethics.
Ethics, ambition, resilience. These are characteristics that you show yourself. So
thank you for asking your excellent questions, inspiring questions. So that helps me. You're challenging me. When you challenge me, what happens? My inner potential will come out. So thank you for asking open-ended questions. People usually ask closer-ended questions. You ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are always good, right? Because when you ask open-ended questions, so the best will come out of us. And that the interview which is going on, which you have not planned. Suddenly you asked, you jumped into this interview. I didn't ask anything. Simply started conversation. I also started speaking. It has been very natural conversation. I'm still enjoying this kind of very warm conversation, which is open-ended conversation, and it is spontaneous. Actually, it's not a planned one. It is very spontaneous. It has come from my heart. No, it has come from my heart. It has also come from your heart.
These are the best conversations to have, and I think these make the best podcasts too. So I'm right with you. I always come with a list of questions, but not as long as I used to have, because I'd never get through them. Just follow the flow of the conversation.
It's very spontaneous questions, and my response are also very spontaneous from my subconscious mind. Whatever I'm speaking. That's all.
Well, you did a great job here. You clearly are doing very well on the podcast circuit and making that transition from your writing to your speaking and getting yourself out there. The Father of Soft Leadership. The book is available on Amazon, along with the many, many, many other books. And where else can we find you? Oh, and See the Light in You. For those listening on audio, we're looking at the books as Professor Rao is talking about them. See the Light in You.
This is one of my favorite books. See the Light in You, for which the Noble Laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. This is very close to my heart, and it's about mindfulness.
Mindfulness and spirituality and some other key
wellness, all those things are there.
Excellent. So
I truly enjoy your conversation.
So all the books available on Amazon. Where else can we find you? You're on LinkedIn. Are you anywhere else?
My books are available on Amazon. My name is Professor M.S. Rao. M.S.R.A.O. If you Google my name as Professor M.S. Rao, you will find all my social media platforms. I am very strong on LinkedIn. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have 4 blogs. And I'm also good at Twitter. So like that, various platforms are very active, and I keep sharing my knowledge regularly. And I contribute regularly to Entrepreneur Magazine, very reputed one in the world. And I have published 250 research papers and I was editor. I was a book reviewer for Emerald. So many things were involved, and because of the health issues, I pulled on. I'm gradually bouncing back. I rose like a phoenix of the brainstorm.
Professor Rao, we're going to have to do this again. Professor M.S. Rao, R.A.O., Ph.D., and he's got all of those letters after his name. He's earned them. He's earned them, and all the books available on Amazon. Find them on LinkedIn. We're going to have to do this again, as I say. So look forward to that. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Every book is unique for me. Every book gives a message. The message from this book, See the Light in You, is health first, education second, and wealth third. This is the message from this for this book. And the message I would like to share with the world is that eliminate ego, empathize with the others, emphasize humanity, and above all, express your gratitude.
Excellent. Excellent. Those are excellent parting words. We'll talk to you again soon.
Dirt Road Journeys is brought to you by Bizcastly. Learn how you can build unmatched brand authority with your own podcast. Visit bizcastly.com.
Don't forget to check the show notes for more information about our guests and visit us at dirtroadjourneys.com.